Capricorn New Year's reading, meaning December 2017. What is left of it? About 8 days, I believe. We are now on December 22nd that I'm doing this video, the day after the solstice. And this will go into January 2018. So this is for the next, say, 2-3 weeks. Let's see what happens. I don't know if it will talk to me about career or about love or about everything. It's up to the cards. Last video I did was about Taurus. I'm Taurus, and I have strong connection, strong affection to Capricorns. We are both Taurians, and Capricorns are earth signs. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign, is the ruler of earth, made of clay, walks the earth, is earth. And so are Taurians, except that Taurus is more of the female energy of earth, whereas Capricorn is more of the male energy of earth. Please, if you're a female Capricorn watching this, if you're a male Taurus watching this, think more energy. Think, you know, the essence of the zodiac sign. It's not relating to everybody. As you know, so is this reading. I can't speak to all Capricorns in the world, but those who are watching this video, you are watching for a reason. This will resonate with you in one way or another. If more, then great. If less, then, you know, better small thing than nothing. But you'll get something out of it for sure. Even if you're not Capricorn, if you're watching this, there is something to make of this. Energy, I've said it in the last video, I will say it again and again. Similar energy attracts similar energy. It's just the nature of energy. I like this red lipstick thing. Got all, you know, I try it sometimes, but I don't like the way my hair looks right now. I'm not happy. But oh well, this is not about my hair, right? This is about you Capricorns and tarot reading. Oh, I already have the Empress. Okay, it wanted to show itself, and it's such an amazing symbol of fertility and earth. This is the Empress. She is the goddess of earth and life, so I'm gonna have to address it and put it right here, and I will keep mixing the cards, see what comes up, and then I'll address the Empress, but one thing at a time. This is a very Capricorn, I'm sorry, focus, Capricorn, end of 2017 going into January 2018, messages for the New Year's for Capricorns. Lovely, wonderful, strong, fierce Capricorns. I love earth signs. I love earth. It's nature. Everything that has to do with nature. Being grounded, being creative, being fertile, giving, receiving. Yeah, Capricorns. Let's see what's going on with you guys. This is an intense time for everybody. You know, speaking of Capricorn and intensity, Saturn is going into Capricorn. It just did 3 days ago. And it's going to, if your life is not aligned with the path of your soul, it will shake things up. Endings, breakups, stuff happening that you're like, what the fuck? But that is if you weren't aligned, or if you weren't in tuned, if you weren't listening to your own, you know, to your heart and to your spirit and to your soul, if you weren't on your road, if you weren't, you know, shining your colors, if you weren't connected. An earth that isn't connected to itself, that's an earthquake. That's what will happen. Is not Capricorns, but also Tauruses and Virgos. If you don't connect to your nature, to who you are, the earth, you will shake. You cannot escape what you are. Don't. There's an essence of control also in earth signs, right? Especially in Capricorn. So if you love to control, right? So I understand you're like, okay, I can do this. I can be something that I'm not. I can handle it because you're so talented and you're such a hard worker. So I get how it's tempting to think that you got this. You know, you can be something else, but no. I mean, if you're a diverse person, then you can be many things because that's your nature. It's a diverse nature, but if you need to be you, do you. If you don't do you 100% full, pure you, Capricorn, Earth will shake. So this is what's going on right now. Okay? Saturn is going into Capricorn. I'm not an astrologer. I have general knowledge, so I'm going to speak from that because I know what I know, and I'm going to use it. It's going to stir what's wrong and strengthen what's right. All right? Stir what is wrong, strengthen what is right. So listen to things that are happening right now, and then listen to your intuition and your heart. Really, really, really listen to your intuition and your heart. There's no room for brain right now. Your brain will deceive you, will fear you, will ruin shit for you. Okay? What is connected to your earth, to what is you, to the clay that you are made of, is your heart, not your mind, which is brilliant. You know, I love the phrase that says, the mind is a wonderful servant, but a dangerous master, especially with you earth signs, especially at this time where you can't, lie to yourself out of fears, right? And fears is in the brain. You can't lie to yourself. You can't control and force yourself into something that you're not. Nothing that is fear-oriented will work for you. Okay, the universe will ruin intentionally everything that is, every decision that you made out of fear. Damn, it's gonna hurt. So just, accept it with love and flow with it and be like, okay, this is for my higher good. The universe is trying to put me back on track. This will make me happy. So don't look at the suffering. Don't look at at the loss of control that some of you may be feeling right now. Look at the ultimate goal, being the Empress, being you. This is Mother Nature. She gives life to everything. The cow, she's green. That's creation, that's birth. This here, specifically in this tarot deck that I love, this is Ingus, or Ing, depending different ways of saying it. It's a rune. Runes, if you don't know the literal meaning of it in Gaelic, is secrets. Those runes are ancient symbols, letters that were used by the Druids and the Celts, the Germanic, tribes. It's a language. It's also a divination tool, more ancient than the tarot. And I love that this deck kind of combines it. And Ing symbolizes the same thing: fertility, earth, connection. It's like a tree. It's male and female, actually. So this is who you are, and you can't be any less or any different. All right? If you try to, especially in this time, you Capricorns that went into your dry earth, into your fearful earth, into your desert earth, trying to control things and change things to match reality rather than have reality match you, which is what you can and should do, Capricorns. You are such talented manifestors. All right? Not the scared wusses of you. The badasses you. The kind that understand what kind of powers they have. You can manifest anything, and if you forget that, if you ignore your heart, then this is a very difficult time for you. But again, this is for the better, so try to listen to it and don't fight it. Don't fight it. All right, so I've yattered. Let's listen to the cards. Capricorn, come on, cards. Let's drop a card. What do you have to say to Capricorns for this new year? What is coming? What is coming? Be patient. I can't force the cards, They come out when they want to come out. They say what they have to say when they need to say it. We can ask the question, but I don't know if we'll get an answer. Or when. This is taking a long time. Right. I'll kick back. Yeah, I like Kippy. It's not Kippy, that's an owl. Just wanted to address it. How will you take me seriously? How will you take my advice seriously when I'm sitting here talking about my slippers? I don't know. You must be mad. Must be crazy. Maybe it's my red lipstick. Anyway, okay. I'm just gonna I'm just going to divide the deck and take some cards out, Capricorn. All right, let's see what's coming up. Wow. Okay. So the start of this kind of adds up to what I was talking about. I have 7 of Wands here. I have the Chariot here. 7 of Wands, I think, in this aspect, in this relation, I think it's telling you to stop focusing on the nonsense. All this is nonsense. Yeah, it's here. It exists, different reasons, different stuff, but it's all blent, you know, it's like dead weeds, broken branches. It doesn't matter. There's one topic in specific that you need to be highly focused on. This is what matters, this one here that he's holding. Step all over this. Just don't even, like, look towards here, right? With this one topic or one thing that you need to address, focus on. You know, this is your wand, this is your journey, this is your next endeavor. This is a journey. All right, this is many things, but in this case, how the way I connected to the 7 of Wands, it's a journey that you're supposed to take. I think this reminds me of Santa's, you know, carriage. So I'm thinking something really near in the near future, like in the next 3-4 days during Christmas, is supposed to happen. You're supposed to take control and make shit happen, manifest something. See this flower? You need to take it where it needs to get to, right? All this is taken away from your energy. Just drop it. Be focused. You can. Look at how strong and like he looks straightforward. He knows. You know. You know what it is that you're supposed to do. You know what kind of journey you're supposed to take. I'm not surprising you. I'm not surprising you. This may be cluttering your thought or your actions, but it shouldn't. You're listening to what I'm saying and you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about, right? So drop all this bullshit. No time for bullshit. No energy for bullshit. You need to be very, very focused, zealous and vigilant with your energy, with your fire. Wands are fire, right? With your manifestation. Manifestation comes from fire, from our will. That's where it starts. And you're supposed to take up some kind of a journey, a path that is yours, which you can. And it's a dreamy path. It's what you always wanted to do. It's what you always wanted to do, what you were always meant to do. You know, the horse was connected to the carriage already. You just needed to fucking get on it. Get on the ride. And look what's happening with the universe, with the earth and the stars. Once you're on it, it's gonna run like crazy. It's gonna you just need to get on it. You just need to drop all the dead load. It could be people, certain people. It could be certain job. I don't know. Relationship. Just drop it. Get on your carriage, kings. Capricorns. Rulers of the earth. Speaking of the earth. You are the master of this. Do you understand? Just get on the carriage. Blossom. The lotus. Your truth. Your essence, your dreams, your manifestation. The horse is waiting for you, okay? And look what comes up right after. I'm going to put this down to get the picture. Right after this, look at where the horse is riding towards. I'm sorry, I don't like my hair. I'm going to just do this, okay? I can't focus. Can't focus. I'm looking at my hair. I'm looking at the cards. I feel like a superficial idiot. I don't care. I'm a Taurus. I am the Empress. I care about my hair. Oh well. Not apologizing. All right. So where were we? You're on your horse. Finally. Maybe Saturn, I don't know, came into you and like kicked you in the butt. And you're like, okay, I'm on it. You're on a journey and look where it leads to. 3 of Pentacles. Your essence. Pentacles is earth. You drop the dead load. First, you tapped into your essence, right? You were reminded. Maybe someone reminded you, I don't know. Maybe the Empress reminded you. You dropped the dead load. Got up on this. Seemingly the unknown darkness. But no, you see, all the stars are aligned. They're rooting for you. The universe is sending you signals and signs, serendipity all over, synchronicities. You know, the song that comes up on the radio, the scene in the movie that you're just happening to watch. No coincidence. No, it's telling you something for a reason. Listen to these. They're carrying you towards your destiny. Connecting you. This is the story, the mythological story from the Greek mythology of Daedalus, the kingdom's artist, the greatest artist. You think he did anything else other than what he's supposed to do? Other than his essence? Would he go be a fisherman? No! He's a badass at what he does, and that's what he does. And he succeeds in it. Shine. Shine your light, and then the universe will shine right with you. And the horses will carry you. All the animals, like the Lion King, all the animals will be like, hey, let us carry you. Just say yes. And then what happens? And this happens. The Ten of Cups. This is the ultimate fulfillment. Look how beautiful this is. This is the end of a journey, the 10. We start with 1. We don't really start with 1. 1 is not the smallest. 1 is the divine. It's the everything. Like there's the 0 and the 1. That's the code for everything. Computers, spirituality, numerology. The 0 and the 1. The 1, the ace, is the 10. It's just the end of a cycle. We're not above the ace. We're not above the 1. We are back to the 1, but after the journey. And the only thing that made a difference with this journey is that now we are aware. We appreciate what we had back with the ace, back with the 1. Like the alchemist who needed to go off on a journey to discover that the treasure that he was looking for was right where he was the entire time. But he wouldn't have known that had he not gone on the journey. So the 1, that's also a theory in Kabbalah and in ancient numerology. It's not like the smallest number. It's the everything. It's the God. It's the one and only. And then the 2 and the 3 and the 4, etc. That's the splits. The 1 splits into 2. Like the divine soul splits into 2 soulmates, twin flames. And then the 10, they reunite. Okay? Get on your fucking carriage. Let the horse take you. Let your instincts, your fire, take you around the globe. And this is what you're going to get. Cups, it's emotion, it's heart, it's fulfillment, it's flow, it's renewal, it's faith, it's life. Rainbow, it's all the colors. This is a very joyous card. But after it went through a lot, look at all the moons here. You have all the moons, right? The waning, the waxing, the full moon. You are now facing an opportunity to tap into your greatest, most truthful strengths. Capricorn, this Saturn and Capricorn thing with the solstice, celebrating longer and longer daylight, right? December 21st. Yesterday was the longest night of the year, the shortest day, but from now on it's just more and more sun. The solstice is an ancient Wiccan, pagan holiday that celebrates the arrival of the sun. Bye-bye, darkness. Bye-bye unawareness. Hello sun, hello awareness, hello life. Why are you lying to yourself? Why do you need... Well, you know what? Whoever is watching right now, we don't have the tower. We don't have like an earthquake. This seems like you are tapping into your essence, and you are... It's almost like everything I'm saying right now, you're already in the midst of doing. So I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you for knowing the truth. It's like you don't need me. I'm just a confirmation. Right? Well, of course you need me. Huh. Me and my anyway. Me and my empressness essence. Of course you need us. How can you handle life without earth? And water. And fire. And you know what? I'm happy that I don't have any swords here, because swords are the thought process. Our karmic lessons. The fact that I didn't have any swords come up means that we're not thinking anymore. We are being. We're tapping into here, heart chakra, solar plexus. Okay? We're tapping into the thing that balances our earth and our sky. The great mother and the great father. The instincts and the thought. All happens here. And if this is not balanced, everything gets messed up. But if you learn to listen to both and kind of find a middle ground, that's bliss. That's bliss. Especially with you, Capricorn, or Tauruses. You know, you have to be connected to your essence. If you're not, this goes bananas. And if this goes bananas, the thing that connects these two, if this goes bananas, everything goes bananas. You're not on your path. Well, what's the point? Why are you wasting your time? You don't like wasting time. You're slow. You're methodical. But you don't like wasting time. If you're slow, it's not because you want to waste time. It's because you want to make sure that you're doing shit right. Which is great. Sometimes too slow, but better than too fast. Those of you who are very strong Capricorns. Listen, in your zodiac map, you can have a lot of fire in you. You can have a lot of air. You can have a lot of water. Not everybody is the same. The fact that you're an earth sign doesn't mean that you're just earth. No one is just one element. But it's the sun sign, so it's very dominant. And Capricorns, they're lords. And if you're a lord, what are you so scared of? What are you waiting for? Why? But you know what? All this belonged to last week. This whole Saturn and Capricorn new moon solstice has been affecting you. I think the past week, the past few days, and the next week are very meaningful in your life. And I think you are awake, or at least in the process. Some of you are awake. Some of you are just waking up. I'm very proud of you. It's not easy, especially not for a fixed sign, like an earth sign. It's hard for us to move. We don't like change. We don't like change. We like to remain steady and calm and let life burst out of us. But we're not really just earth. We're human beings with other elements in us, in life and circumstances, so I get it. It can be scary. Let's take out a bit more cards. I want to see what's going on in the next week or two. Though I kind of get it. I have two sevens. The Chariot is a 7. And this is the 7 of Wands. 7 is a very spiritual, truthful number. It can be delusional as well. You know, there's always a scale. It's the scale of awareness, lack of awareness, awareness. Scale of good and bad, bad, good. Scale. So when it comes to truth, 7 could be either very truthful or very non-truthful, deceitful. But I feel like this was your deceitful aspect. And now you're snapping out of it and tapping into the lotus, the truth. So 2 sevens. In spirituality, there's tapping into essence, into truth. Good. Proud of you. You also have 2 threes. 3 is a lucky number. 2 threes. The Empress is a 3. I'm sorry if you don't know why. And 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 is the 1 plus 1 equals 3. 1 plus 1 equals 2, Morgane. Yeah, I know. But in symbology, 1 plus 1, a man plus a woman, equals the third, the child. So 1 plus 1 connects, and then there's 3. Okay? And that's very earth. That's very birth. And then we have this here doubled. And we have this here, we have the female and the male. So a lot of you guys are handling relationships issues, love. But the true essence of it, you know? True essence of it. And you're ready to drop the bullshit and take the journey to get there. You know? It started with just the Empress. And then them. And the Empress kind of awakened this in you. So you're on a journey, and I can reassure you, you're going to reach this. And then full circle. And then this. I almost feel like I shouldn't take any more cards. Like, it's so accurate and so beautiful. Sometimes it's like I have 5 cards here, but like, mostly I'm tempted to take out like 15 cards, but I almost feel like, why? We just concluded with the 10 of Cups. The only major arcana that I have here, oh, I'm sorry, I have 2 major arcanas, the Empress and the Chariot, but they're both so practical and real and grounded. Also, the Chariot symbolizes the god of war, Hades, and I'm not saying it in a negative way. It's like he doesn't represent Capricorn in the tarot, he represents Cancer, but it kind of connects into the reading with you guys right now, Capricorn, because you're taking control over your life. And you're like, I'm going to get what I want, the way I want it, now I know. Now I know, now I'm going to get it. You're done with the bullshit. Let's conclude. I feel like we should conclude. I'm so happy it's just 30 minutes of a reading. The Taurus reading was an hour. Let's conclude 2017 for Capricorn. And what is heading a bit in... Oh, finally a card. Oh. The third. 3 of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is scary, right? 3 swords in the heart. It is a scary card. It's not a fun card. Upside down. So what does it mean that it's upside down? It means that in order to go through the journey that I just described, you're going to have to go through some heartache. You're going to have to break a heart. Maybe yours, maybe someone else's. Depends on your story. Tons of Capricorns can be watching this. I don't know. A heart needs to be broken in order for the light to come up. But if a broken heart leads to light, is it really broken? Sometimes we go through disappointments, endings, heartaches that lead us to where we need to go to. A breakup that leads to something better. A loss of a job that leads to a better opportunity. Whatever. 3 of Swords upside down says this is good. It's a good heartache. It's not going to feel good in the moment, but looking back, it will be like, oh, thank God for that pain. Thank God, thank God, thank God. So don't be scared of it, okay? So the message is, if you encounter this, or if you know you're going to have to go through this or do that to someone else, be true, be true. If this is a part of your truthful journey, it's inevitable. Just take off the bandit. Do it quick. Be truthful. Swords, you know, they're communication. Even if it's negative, even if it's a negative communication, it still needs communication. Okay. One more, because I want to end on a positive note. I knew I shouldn't have kept, you know, mixing after that 10 of Cups. But, yeah, it's important. It's an important message. It's an added value. Okay, one more. One more for Capricorn. One more for Capricorn. Capricorns, all of you. Like, I've never met a Capricorn that I didn't like. I don't know if it's because I'm a Taurus, but something about you guys is so strong and beautiful, not pretentious. You're like no bullshit motherfuckers. No bullshit motherfuckers. I love that. And you're so honest with yourself. You know, even when you're doing something out of fear, something about you knows. It's almost like, I know I'm doing this because of this, I choose to. Which I don't know if it makes it better or worse. You know, the fact that you're aware that you're doing something out of fear, but then you're like, I'm choosing this. You have your own reasons. I trust you. You know, but you can't, not for long, not with Saturn. Saturn be like, I don't care what you think about whether or not you should be doing this. I think you shouldn't. I think you shouldn't be led by fear. I'm going to drop this from the sky on your head and force you to handle this. Whew. One last card for Capricorn. Come on. I'll just take from the bottom of the deck. Okay. King of Wands. I feel like this tells you, especially because it comes right after cards of Swords, right? The King of Wands is actually different than Capricorn. He's a fire sign. He operates fast. He doesn't think through too much. I mean, even though he's a king, the King of Wands is not like a kid. It's not like the Page of Wands. He's not irresponsible. He's not too fast on the trigger. But he still operates from a very different place than the Capricorn. So I think this is kind of calling you to be that a little bit. To kind of tap into your fire element in order to speed things up. Because it's like, there's just no room for bullshit in your energy and in your path right now. You need to clear things, and that's what fire does. Just burn through it, you know? Of course you have it in you. You're not really a golem. You have fire in you. Let that lead you. You know? Dude, you know, I think we're dead. Sorry, girls. See here, this is interesting. Okay, I like this. I'm liking this. This is how we're going to end this reading. Great conclusion. We had this guy, you, dropping all the bullshit, focusing on one thing, heading on a journey, right? Inspired by this Empress, achieving success and fulfillment, the best reward, you know? And now you're in your zone. Now you're truly in your zone. This is all done. You have your wand of control, but you're sitting on your throne. Finally, you are on your throne. So I feel like this is a very good time for you. Very good time for you. You know? This is where you are right now. And this is where you're heading really soon. Because if you'll tap into the fire element, it will happen really fast. Fire doesn't waste time. It just burns through the force. But it's not going to be a negative burn. It's going to be warm. It's going to create, you know, truth. I love this reading. I love this. Alright. I would really love it if you'll comment if it resonated with you. If not, maybe next reading. Sorry about that. But, you know, it's a general reading. So, and just tap into your fire, Capricorn. I think that's the general message. Use your earth. Use your knowledge of what is true for you. You know, make your understanding out of your earth elements. But the actions and the manifestation of these understandings, tap into your fire. and then you'll be sitting on your throne. And this will continue because this is April, Aries. This is spring. This will continue all the way through spring. It will be a beautiful journey. Very warm, passionate. Have fun. All right. This was great. Thank you for listening to me. I don't know why you do that, but hey, you're still here, so